one thing that I was always quite confused with was the Trinity. I remember even asking my mom if Jesus was God. I remember my mom explaining to me that at the time, obviously, that we believed that Jesus was the Son of God, which obviously I don't believe in anymore. I just found that quite confusing. It was just a really incredible moment for me. I was really happy. I think I almost started crying, but at the same time, I didn't really feel different, obviously, but I don't know why, but I expected to kind of feel different, to feel all of a sudden oh, I'm a Muslim. I was born and raised in a very small conservative town in Canada. I didn't really grow up with a lot of different types of people. I was mostly surrounded by white Christians and atheists. So that's kind of what I knew growing up, was Christianity and atheism. And I really didn't even know what atheism was until I was probably in grade 9. I didn't even know what that was. I just didn't really have a lot of diversity around me. I didn't really know a whole lot of different people. It wasn't an overly religious upbringing, but it was kind of you go to church every Sunday sort of thing. And I feel like a lot of other Christian kids, I had so many questions about Christianity and how the religion worked. So one thing that I was always quite confused with was the Trinity. I remember even asking my mom if Jesus was God. I remember my mom explaining to me that at the time, obviously, that we believed that Jesus was the Son of God, which obviously I don't believe in anymore. I just found that quite confusing. So I kind of flipped between agnosticism and believing in God. It was a very confusing time. It's hard for me to even keep it straight in my head, what was going on. So I would look into different religions, but obviously I didn't look into all of them. I think there's so many religions out there, I don't know if that's even possible. But I would look into paganism, Wicca, spirituality, Buddhism, Hinduism, things like that, because I thought I was looking for something that was so different from what I initially believed in. So I kind of started out with probably the least similar. And so I was searching for a very long time. I never really found anything that stuck, and I think I did learn a lot. So I think I learned a lot of valuable things about different people and different people's beliefs. So I think I did come out with some valuable lessons, but none of these really stuck out to me. So anyways, when me and my husband first met, we would talk about religion a lot, and I feel like I had a lot of questions. I wouldn't really necessarily call it like debating, but I think I would have a lot of questions about science specifically and asking about what Islam said about it. And I feel like I was very much obviously in the mindset of scientism. So I ended up talking to this lady. And so this lady had been Muslim for, I don't know, maybe like 15 or 20 years. I can't remember exactly. And she was a white Canadian lady. I was talking to this lady. She was showing me the basics of Islam, about the pillars. She also grabbed me some pamphlets. So she got me a pamphlet, I think, on the pillars of Islam, and then I think there was another pamphlet on sort of the scientific evidence for Islam. That one was actually a really important one for me. And so probably like 2 to 3 months into researching, I decided that I wanted to convert to Islam. I decided that this was what I really wanted. So I told my husband that, and I made the decision that I would be fasting that year during Ramadan. So I did. And the decision initially was that I was going to convert right after Ramadan. But that didn't really happen because of a number of things, honestly. It's kind of hard to describe this or to talk about this, but I feel like part of it was that I wanted to wear the hijab. Like, I decided, because once I learned about the reasons for wearing hijab in Islam, I decided that that's what I wanted to wear, but I wanted to be able to wear it immediately, and I think that was kind of my mistake. So 2 years after wanting to be Muslim, after deciding that I wanted to be Muslim, I finally took my Shahada. Yeah, it was just a really incredible moment for me. I was really happy. I think I like almost started crying, but at the same time, I didn't really feel different, obviously, but I don't know why, but I expected to kind of like feel different, to feel like all of a sudden like, oh, I'm a Muslim, but I didn't really have that feeling.